Hey everyone, it's John Benson back with day 28 with Persuade and Profit Live on Facebook, of course. I'm happy to have you guys. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving, which if you're watching this post facto, doesn't make any sense. But if you're watching this today live, it does, because yesterday was Thanksgiving in the United States. Hope you guys had a great time with your family. I'm here today, unshaven, with my coffee mug, ready to dive into some coffee. If you guys are ready, I'm going to be ready. So, hey, make sure that we get everybody on here. Here comes a posse right now. So we're going to do something kind of cool today, as we hopefully do every day, which is go into what I think is one of the best PS uses. In other words, how do you promote something in content? How do you make content make money? So I'm going to talk briefly about the concept of content and money together. We did this in our call that we had 2 days ago, where we talked about the concept of of combining a sales letter and a content piece, which we did. So if you didn't see that, go back to the last Persuade and Profit Live and you can watch how we did that. It's really cool. We're going to do this with sheer content today, meaning there's nothing in this email except content. And people have been asking this question because we're in the middle of this crazy email copy pro thing, and people are saying, well, yeah, how do you do content? Well, that's what's really cool. I'm going to show you a typical email copy pro content piece today, and it's actually in the starter sequences. So we're going to add a lot more content to the starter sequences, so you don't have to fill out a whole bunch of fields. In fact, once you get your starter set up, you can just go. Now, this one's an exception. This one, everything will be filled out except for the PS part, because I'm going to give you the trick in there, and it's so easy. It'll take you just minutes. In fact, I purposely left a lot of this out so I can show you guys how to do it live. So I'll say hi to Wade, Mateo, Angela, Terry, B-Dub, Angela, Francis, Dan. Everybody's awesome. Thanks, guys, for showing up again. My team should be here as well. I'm hoping that they are online and we are on Skype and ready to roll. So I am John Benson, the $1 Billion Copy Coach, because my copy has made over $1 billion for my customers. It's made a lot more than that, but $1 Billion Copy Coach sounds better than $7 billion Copy Coach or whatever it would be. So that's kind of ridiculous. So I don't say that, but that's who I am. And I do want to tease you. We are going to announce the final winner of our comment contest on Sunday, because I'm going to go all the way to Sunday. I know it's more than 30 days, but I like to always over deliver. So we're going to go today, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we will wrap up Persuade and Profit Live. So please stay tuned for that. Second of all, if you're watching this after Black Friday is over with, then the end of this video will look just like the end of a normal video. But if you stay on here past the end, when I say, okay, cut, we're going to really release something really kind of cool. In case you haven't seen it yet, it's kind of getting all over the internet, so maybe you have. So stay tuned for that as well. So we're going to dive in here with the training. I'm going to show my screen, and I'm going to hide this thing, and hopefully we are on live. Okay, awesome. So this is, by the way, I'm starting here. I logged into my Email Copy Pro account, and it takes me right here to this mission control. In case you guys don't know, this is not going to be a promo for Email Copy Pro, by the way. This is just showing you, in case you're wanting to follow along. I would start here with what's called the Epic Email Setup and just click Get Started if I hadn't set this up already. And it takes anywhere from 30 minutes to 90 minutes to set it up, but then you're good to go with all of these starter emails and sequences. So that'll get you started. And as you're about to see, that's going to give you 90 days coming up here starting December 10th. It's going to be crazy. Then the power emails, or the Engage, Promote, Inspire, and Consume series, which is how do I engage a list? How do I build a list? How do I get people opted in? How do I promote stuff? I can promote anything. As you can see, you can promote yourself, and you can promote anything, losing any of these categories. You can promote a webinar, a quiz, a sales page, a flash sale, whatever you want to do. You can do it. Inspire, that's content-driven emails, which we're going to talk about today. And then consumption. It's very important to send emails after people buy something. In fact, there's a trick I'm going to give you tomorrow, or is it the next day, on how to make your receipt emails way better, more. All right, cool. So that's how this is how I would get started. Now, all I would do to get started to pull up the sequence the email you're about to see is click this, and I would come down here because I know which one I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose 2-minute success habits. I'll scroll all the way down and we'll click Start Project. And I'm going to title this Live. So 2-minute. Okay, I know what that means. So I would choose my niche, my business. Now I've got a billion of them in here because this is a demo account, but I could choose just the Epic setup only. In other words, this is just starting out, nothing more than that. So it's just going to, in other words, just the 14 fields we ask you to fill out to get started. Not that hard. Click Generate. And in about 2 or 3 seconds, we're going to have our first email, and we will dive right in. And I'm going to show you something kind of cool, because notice how it says Fat Burners Creating Success Habits in minutes. And if I go over here, you'll notice that it says something totally different, and the entire email is different. I'm going back and forth because I had pre-generated the email. Yeah, I did that for you guys. So now I'm going to dive into, this is straight ahead. This is just straight old content. You can see there's not a lot of fields in here. In this other version, it pulled in more fields. So again, Email Copy Pro is going to rewrite it every single time you pull it in. So it doesn't matter which one we use. So I'll just use this one. Now I'm going to go through this, not because this is nothing to show you as far as, oh, Adrian, good to see you. This is nothing new regarding content. Like there's nothing savvy in the content. This is straight content. Okay. So Email Copy Pro wrote this for me, and it works in any industry because, again, we're just using our dynamic fields. We're pulling those in, and we're using the dynamic blueprints that are underneath it to make all these things make sense with what we're saying. Okay. It would change to all these words if it was for dog training or if it was for whatever. So all this starts off with, okay, minutes to create body composition success. And also I could choose other ways to say it. So I say body recomposition, I say dieting, I say weight loss pros. So I like dieting, dieters creating success habits in minutes. I like that one even better. So I'm going to choose that one. Now that wrote for me, as you saw, I just pressed a button and it wrote that for me. Now it gives you the ideas. Now we pull in these subject lines, by the way, from the emails themselves that we pattern things after, so we know that they work. And there's a whole library of subject lines in here, by the way. You can scroll through them, find them all. You have to fill out the entire niche to see all of them, but you get the idea. So this just says, picked up a great little tip, a fantastic little book. It's a 2-minute tip to build wonderful body recomposition habits. Again, if I wanted to change that, I would just say weight loss. I just wanted to say weight loss. So there you go. Habits are the glue that holds fat burners together. So give this email a read. It'll help you lose excess weight. So notice how it just reads like perfect. Like now I pull in my own, check this out, makes applying carb rotation even easier. Well, what's carb rotation? We've talked about this, folks. That's the primary solution. So again, I'm the guy talking about carb rotation. That's my primary solution in this particular demo. In fact, actually, that's so good, I'm going to probably keep it. Carb rotation, nothing new. It's just the way I said it, carb rotation. You might not have heard it that way before. So this is my my primary solution. So this makes applying what I'm about to share here is a guy named James Clear, Atomic Habits. We just took a recent book, wrote multiple versions of an email around it, and I give my own suggestions in here, like for when I wrote this email. All I do is set a timer, 2 minutes, and then all you do is you focus on burning your most stubborn pockets of body fat for just 2 minutes. Okay, that's all you do. So so how would you do that? You would go for a walk, you do whatever. You could just, it's very easy. So this is very open-ended content. Okay, so this tip can work about anything. You'll probably want to do more at stop. It's just basic content. So there's nothing to share in here except how cool it is that we could pull in content based on around anything. Okay, you get the point. Hope this gets you up moving. Now here's where the magic happens right here. P.S. Because we know from my PS promo technique that people scroll to the PS and they'll click. So what I did is I combined my technique, which is, hey, in case you missed it, or I think you might have missed something, or it looks like you did not do something that I asked you to do, bad person. So it's kind of a funny way of saying, hey, did I miss something? Because remember, left out avoidance. We want to avoid feeling left out. It's way up there. Top 10 things we want to avoid in life is to feel excluded. So whenever I use exclusionary language, in case you missed it, did you miss out on this? That is a very powerful psychological way to pull someone into a state of persuasion. So all I do here is say, in case you missed it, and by the way, if I could rewrite this in a million different ways, but nonetheless, this is in case you missed it, and need to pick up, notice, and need, and I didn't even say want. Okay, remember, we go all the way back to the very first few days. Wants, needs, desires, fears. Remember those 4 persuasion modes, right? Well, I'm in the need mode. I'm taking them right to need. In case you missed it and need to pick up, this is my fictitious book in this particular keto burner blueprint, which isn't bad, by the way. I might keep my fiction. Okay, here's the URL. Go here, okay, to learn more about it. Is a system for dieters that helps you overcome diet disruption. So all this did was pull in my USP, which again, Email Copy Pro helped me write by drop downs. I literally, these are drop downs. I chose system for dieters. I created my program for who? For dieters, for weight loss enthusiasts, for whatever. I said for dieters because it's easy. That helps you do something without something. Remember, with a USP, you want to say, this product is unique because it helps you do X without Y. So this is my very, very simple, what I call the USP factory, and it's built into this program. So that's the very first one. Start with your own stuff. But check this out. My friend and colleague Mike Gary has something you want to see. There's a real simple way to build and tone your ads. It's not what you think. Might cut through the BS and clutter. So I can get this right off of his affiliate website as long as this is related to this. Carb rotation, burning your most stubborn pockets of fat. Obviously, I'm not going to send out a BizOp opportunity, but now I'm going to put 3 different affiliate promotions down here in the PS under, here are 4 ways I can help you today, which is Dean Jackson's genius. Just simple. 4 ways I can help you today. Way number 1 is my own. This is my PS promo technique. So instead of just using the PS promo, which is in the startup series, right? I use 3 different affiliate models. Now, and notice how Email Copy Pro will rewrite this in different ways. So just all you have to do is you can click on to label the affiliate promises. I'm a big fan of affiliate first name, last name. It's not too hard to fill this out, right? You just have to find the affiliates. What's really cool is you can go in there and you can find out, I can edit this because I put a period in here. So this is all there is to the affiliate module. This is it right here. Mike Gary stuff, because I didn't want to do this. I did this for the demo, right? Truth About Ads. It's a book. And then I just wrote this one thing here. I took my period out because it's bad, John. That's it. If there's a deadline, I put it here. That's all there is to that. So there you go. I'm set to go. And all I would do that is for 2 other people. So I could just click here and just start filling it out. Just click a new entry. And here I go. Let's say Bob Smith, right? And here I'm going to enter. Here's where I want to put a little promo thing, which you could get off the affiliate's website and just cut and paste it. Bob is a killer fat loss guru. Now, there would be more to it than that, but I'm just going to do this for brevity's sake. So here's the name of Bob's killer offer, weight loss offer. But you want to make these congruent, right? So let's say it's a video. And here's what you can do right here. I'm just going to copy and paste this here, but I wouldn't do that in real life. But again, we're in a hurry. So HTTP, my affiliate link here.com. And let's just choose get it free. No, I don't want to say that. Read more here. Okay. Save. So now all I do is regenerate that. And now Bob is going to come in, boom, like that simple. So there we go. So now Bob's in here. There's a real simple way to tone your ads. Now notice that it just rearranged everything, okay? Because I don't know which order you want this in. You may want Mike third and this fourth, so it'll rearrange things. So when the next time you send this out, it's not always Mike, Bob, and Sally. Mike, Bob, and Sally. It could be Sally, Frank, and somebody else. You see, you want to keep this fresh, and that's why it's literally going to do this every single time. Now I'm not going to fill out the 4th one because you get the idea. So this was just such my friend and colleague Bob Smith. That's something you want to see. Bob is a killer fat loss. Check it out at blah blah blah. That's all there is to this. So it's the way that this is worded. I want to dissect the wording of these PSs real quick one more time so that you guys get this and can use it right now. In case you missed it, don't miss out. So rather than saying don't miss out, which a lot of people say, hey, don't miss out, I don't like to use negatives in commands. I don't like to use negatives in offers. I always use positives. What I mean is I don't say don't forget, I say remember. And this is also great advice if you're a parent, by the way, because your brain doesn't hear don't, can't, but it just does not hear those sentences. That's why when somebody says, whatever someone says after the word but is, you can disregard whatever they said before. That is absolutely true. Like, I'm all in favor of free speech and all, but you can just nuke the first part of that sentence, right? And we all know that to be true, right? That's why I don't use but, because it's a stop term. It stops the conversation. I don't use, occasionally I'll screw up and say, don't forget, but most of the time I'll say, remember. And when you say that to a child, especially, okay, remember, clean up your room before dinner, rather than don't forget, clean up all they're hearing is they skip don't. And what are they hearing? Forget to clean up your room before dinner. So a little parenting tip there for you. But by the way, this is just general psychology. So this is not like it's NLP psychology, but nonetheless, it works for anything. I don't have to be a parent of 6 to figure this out. It's really cool. And I have used it with my former stepchild, or my stepchild. Okay, so in case you missed it, it's very important. Got that? Very simple. Then I use the USP. Very simple. Then this one, my friend and colleague. So you obviously you want it to be, you can change that. My colleague, if it's not your friend, just delete my friend. If it's your friend and not your colleague, you can do that. You can say whatever you want here, but you want to make this personal. My friend and colleague has something you'll want to see. Now, notice I'm going through different modalities. See, in case you missed it, you need different, slightly different changes in the tone here. Okay, this is really cool. To start off with the description of what the offer is, I'm a big fan of affiliate and affiliate product. I'm a big fan. And Truth About Abs is something I highly recommend. So highly recommend is really, really great way to say something. So I'm a big fan and I highly recommend you have this. That's it. So these are just subtle little ways you can say things that are much better than just popping an affiliate link in there. And I end with this. When it comes to weight loss, which is my niche, that's all it is. I just pulled in my niche, forcing you to not send a biz op offer or whatever, or unless you're in biz op, then you don't want to send a weight loss offer. Few folks rank higher on my radar than Sally Smothers. It could be anyone, right? Really spectacular stuff at blank, and tell Sally I sent you. Tell Sally I sent you right here. So that is the little magic of the the quad PS, we'll call it. Now Dean didn't have all that stuff I just covered. I just got the idea from Leanne, who works for me, and it just mentioned that promo. And I'd seen that a million times. And I remember, oh yeah, Dean did teach that. He teaches a lot of great email stuff. But so I'm taking a little bit of a bastardized version of it and hopefully improving a little bit on it, but also giving a little bit of NLP breakdown so that you guys can see how we write these sentences. Because it's not accidental. It's not like, oh, we sit down and start typing and it just comes out. There's thought process that goes into it. And it's almost on autopilot for me because I've done it for so long. And if you don't want it to be autopilot for you, then you'll want to stick around to the end of this. Okay. So, because this can do it all for you. All right. So that is the PS promo. Hopefully you guys learned something really cool there. It's something that you can use. And I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to look at some questions. Okay. I very rarely drink coffee at 11 o'clock. So I don't know what I'm going to feel like here. Should the affiliate offers be a direct solution for the target's primary complaint? Great question. And I love the fact that you're using our lingo. Thank you. Okay, so primary complaint, secondary complaint. It's exactly what it sounds like. What's your avatar's primary complaint? I need to lose weight. I can't lose weight. Unless it's anti-aging, then I feel like I'm growing old. So this isn't, not rocket science here to figure this out. The secondary complaints are everything related to that primary complaint that's causing them problems. Because they can't X, they also can't Y, Z, A, B, D. All of those are related. Like, I can't fit in my jeans. I don't want to attend my high school reunion. Those are not primary. Those are secondary. But you can build a ton of secondary complaints. So your affiliate offer should always target primary or secondary complaints. Always. They're interrelated. Okay. And if you can find them that are like complementary, awesome. But if you don't have a product or a service, guess what I would do down here? Here are 3 ways I can help you today, and I would remove number 1. And this is a great way to send content to Facebook, to your list, or whatever. And just it's so easy to do, right? Because it's written for you, literally. All you got to do is fill in some links here. But this is by the way, this is again the Quick Start series inside Email Copy Grow. The Email Copy Grow has a Power Tool series that is crazy, that major guys like Agora Financial uses, they send massive email campaigns, 100 million emails a year or something like that. Yeah. So that's a different, but you have that power. So you have the same power, but also we wanted to give people the ability to use it really quickly. So yes, by all means, do that. So cool. So got a lot of people coming on. Oh, thank you, Pat. Really great. Really great to have you. Thanks a lot, Pat. Yeah, that was a fun offer. I'm curious because I have never gotten so blown up on text messages and like PMs and things like that. And I thought, wow, it's like maybe we did something really good here. I don't know. So let's find out. Oh, thank you, Adrian. I did very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Happy Black Friday to you guys. Awesome. Okay. Terry's asking, is there a better email and EPC for your own product, or can this one be changed for your own product? Well, this one is my own product. So this right here, it would be your own product. Now, again, this is not a promotional email. This is a content email. So this is how I promote in a content email. So look at rewatch I think you were here, but rewatch the show from the last show. I'll just say the last show because we missed a day because of Thanksgiving, but the last show where I talked about combining content and a sales letter literally together. Like I fused them together. So that's more promotional. This is less promotional, but at the end, it's 4 different ways. So there's 4 different things you can do. Now, what's really cool is that you can also say, hey, if you want, let's take weight loss, for example. Let's say my book focuses on keto, right? Well, if I say, hey, if you want abs, then I would just type in here. There's a really simple way to build and tone your abs. So this is about abs. This is not about abs. This is about keto, right? Bob Smith may be about smoothies, or about maybe it's about exercise. Maybe it's about maybe it's a workout. It's something related to their primary goals or secondary goals, related, and to their primary complaints, secondary complaints. So there are hundreds of promotional emails inside email copy, but they're just hardcore promotional emails. So yeah, that's definitely, if you're just going promotion, you're going to want to stick around for tomorrow because tomorrow we get into like, okay, how do you do, like, we're going to look at a flash sale, like to get an immediate cash in, and how we do that. And then we're going to, I don't know what we're going to do yet on Sunday, but I'm still brewing it around my head. So definitely that. So awesome. Let's see if we have any more questions or comments. And if we don't, I'm going to sign off, but you guys are going to stick around. And if you're watching this after Black Friday, I'm so sorry. You're going to see a little screen here probably, but I'm going to share something with folks that are on live. Thanks. Okay. Are they all gone? Are they all gone? Okay, come here. All right. Here's what I want you to do. If you haven't seen it yet, and you probably have, but if you haven't seen it yet, type Black Friday in the comments, and that will fire off the bot, and the bot will take you to our Black Friday special. In case you don't know what that is, I'm going to briefly tell you what it is. The Black Friday special is, I wanted to figure out a way that I could give Email Copy Pro to you guys and to everyone on my list that doesn't have it for less money, but not put Email Copy Pro itself on sale, because I don't like to do that. There's a video on the page that you're going to see. Just when you go over there, notice what I'm doing? Presupposition. Anybody notice it? When you go visit this page and when you pick up Email Copy Pro today, as you know you need to do, I'm just being silly, but that's true. Nonetheless, if you don't have it, definitely go get it. But there's a video on that page that was originally just me saying, hey, look below, there's a killer offer here. And then yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to tell the story behind why I created this thing and what it does for me, and why, I used to suck at email. So, I mean, I wanted to I basically built it for myself, and it's a tool that I still using every day, just about every day. And, I just wanted to share my personal story about that and why I think it's so valuable and why it's helping so many marketers. So please type that in, Black Friday. And that will get you to the special, because here's the deal. I'll briefly tell you what it is here, but you'll definitely want to read the page. The page is, by the way, I've gotten copywriters going, dude, that page is awesome. So thank you. I don't know, maybe it is, I don't know, but we'll see how well it works. But the thing on the page, it's very hard hitting. There's no frills. There's nothing special on the page. It's like, look, I'm not going to discount Email Copy Pro to what we're selling it for and give everyone a lifetime membership to it, because that's not fair to my current customers. I'm not going to give away all the bonuses that they got. That's not fair. But what I am going to do is give them all the new bonuses plus 90 days of live training. Now, I've never done this. I've never even thought about doing this, but basically part of EPC 90, that's what it's called, because you get 90 days of access in Email Copy Pro. And we're going to walk through your next 90 days of emails one by one. It might be this simple, but you'll at least have no excuses, okay? You'll have no excuses to get through this. And most of the emails, not all of them, but most of the emails will come out of the quick start. So that means once you get in today, you can fill out your quick start and you can get ready. This starts December the 10th. We need that much time to prep for this, because doing 3 days a week of calls for 90 days, that's a lot. And I'm doing this live right here on Facebook. So I've never done anything like this. We decided, like, hey, why not swing for the fences? And, if you're going to do something crazy. So that's what we're doing. And we're doing it for far less money than Email Copy Pro costs. It's really, it less than $400. I'll put it that way. So if literally it's like, man, if 90 days of emails isn't worth that to you, then we're in the wrong game. So I want to give you a no-brainer deal. And also there's a backplot to this. I know that through that process, you guys that don't have Email Copy Pro will become lifetime customers. And so it's just going to be a little bit more money to join that lifetime customer thing than you would pay $9.97, or you can just pay $9.97 and just do it all. So do it that way. If you want to do it, if you don't like the idea of 90-day payments, great, don't do it. We're going to just go to the $9.97 offer. But so I'm trying to make a deal to where everybody, the people that maybe have a really tight finances and you need this tool and you want to get in on this training, I wanted to make it to where it's almost affordable for anyone. Now, it's not affordable for anyone, obviously, but it's close. So hopefully you guys can see that I'm really passionate about helping you, and that I think this is a tool that you need to have, and that's why we want to do this. But I am also passionate about taking care of my customers. So with that in mind, with that in mind, you guys have fun with that. And we're going to release more and more stuff over the next few days. It's going to go all the way to Cyber Monday. It's not going to get cheaper. So just in case you're wondering, there's not going to be, no, there's no better deal. So not going to happen. So in fact, it's never been like anything close to this. So yeah, go check it out. Let me know what you think about the video. Love to hear your comments. And thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this. And I'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, when we're going to talk more about what is hardcore flash sale promo. Let's pull all Katie bar the doors, man. I mean, that's the saying, Katie bar the doors. Where did that come from? We're going to talk about that tomorrow. All right. And we're going to talk about kick butt sales copy. All right, cool. We'll see you guys tomorrow.